Oi, meu nome é Angelina, and I'm going to be talking about the evolution of invertebrates. So, invertebrates are the earliest animals, and the earliest animals were simple, like sponges. And then, over time, invertebrates became more complex with better movement, senses, and body systems. So, the earliest ones were examples like um, corals and still bodied animals that were simple. Okay, now we're going to be talking about bivalves. So, bivalves are animals that have two shells. So, as you see here, they are the mollusks with two shells. They include clams, oysters, mussels, and scallops. They have two shells jointed by a hinge, and as you can see, they have no head or teeth, which is kind of obvious. They have a soft body inside, and they use a foot to dig and move through the sea and sand. Now we're going to be talking about cephalopods. Cephalopods are mollusks like snails and clams, but they're very smart and active. Some examples of them are octopus, squid, cuttlefish, and nautilus. Their name means head foot because their arms are attached to their head. Some body features they have are a soft body and they do not have bones. They have arms or tentacles with suckers, and they have a big eyes and head with very good vision. They have a beak like a parrot for biting, and they have ink sacs, most of them do, to escape for danger, and they move by using like jets in their body to go ahead and propel themselves forward. The next one we're going to be talking about are insects. They are a very big group and category, and as you can see, we have many examples here. Insects are invertebrates with no backbone, but they do have an exoskeleton. They belong to the group of arthropods, which is the largest group in the world, as I said in the video of Module 11, and they have three main body parts, which is a head with eyes, antenna, and a mouth. They have the thorax, which is the middle part, with legs and the wings attached to them, and the abdomen, which is the last part, that has the back part with organs. So they usually have one or two sets of wings, and they use their antennae by feeling, smelling, or sensing the vibrations, and they have compound eyes, which means they can see all around, which is easier for them to see, and they can see many directions at once. The next one are called crustaceans. So what are crustaceans? Crustaceans are a type of invertebrate that usually has a hard exoskeleton, which is a shell, and they have jointed legs. They belong to the group arthropods, which is again the largest group in the world, and most of them live in water, which can be freshwater or saltwater. Some examples of them can be crabs, lobsters, shrimp, barnacles, crayfish, or krill. Some body parts they have, and they have two main body sections, which the first one is called the cephalothorax, which is the head and the thorax. And the next one is at the abdomen. They have one of their body parts are their hard exoskeleton, which is their shell, their jointed legs, which they often have 10 or more, and their antennae that are used for sensing things around them, and they too have compound eyes, just like insects. Some of them have claws, like crabs or lobsters, for catching food or defense. How do they eat? Many are omnivores, which means they eat plants and animals. Some are scavengers, which means that they eat dead things. Others are filter feeders like barnacles, which means that they get the food from the water around them and they filter through it. How do they reproduce? Most of them lay eggs. Some of them lay larvae, which hatch and grow through molting by shedding their shell. Where do they live? They live in oceans, rivers, or lake. Where they live can be very diverse because it is a diverse species. Next one are chilopods and dilopods. What are they? They are millipedes and centipedes. So millipedes and centipedes here. So they are arthropods, both with jointed legs and a hard exoskeleton. They belong to a group called myriapods, which means many legs. Chilopods, they have a long and flat body. They have multiple legs, which both of them do, but they have one pair per segment, and they are fast runners. They're carnivores, which means they eat insects and small animals, and their mouth parts have poison claws to catch prey. Their habitat is dark, damp places like under rocks or under certain things, and the dilopods are millipedes here, and they have two leg pairs per segment. They're slow movers, and they're herbivores or detritivores, which means they eat plants and dead animals, small animals. And they do not have poison. They curl up or release a bad smell for their defense, their sense of defense. And their habitat is mostly soil under logs and leaves. And to remember, dilopods means two pairs per segment, because the main difference here is that centipedes have one leg pair per segment, but millipedes have two leg pairs per segment.